Hey, thanks again for coming out. And we got another little set for you. We won't keep you too late.
I had a little, I forgot what it was called, a show and tell. It was a little record player with a little film strip thing, and it'd feed through and you'd watch these little still images. But the records, they told a story. So there'd be like a classic fairy tale or something. And then on the flip side, there was classical music. And don't remember that. I remember that toy, but my mom was always like, you were always flipping the record over to listen to the music. You didn't care so much about the film. But when I got to college, I met Joe Toller, and Joe and his dad had a band, and they played bluegrass and traditional music, and it was like, whoa. So I got really interested then. That was kind of an aha moment. Mountaineer Week used to be huge on music here. So that's where I was really starting to be around live music that was in the traditional vein, and never really quit. This is my 14th year. So I was working for Habitat for Humanity here in town. And I did that for almost 10 years and just needed a break from that. And so when I left, the person that hired me was the division director for the unit I'm in now. Organizationally, it's changed a lot since then. But anyway, she hired me basically to bring a green building component to the interior design curriculum for the most part. I thought I'd be here for about 3 years or so as a visiting professor, and then one thing led to another, and 14 years later, I'm in a tenure track position and been here for a while now. Well, so I created this sustainable design minor, which is now turned into a major. So it was really one of the first ones at the university to be developing and teaching those courses. Sustainability is a big term that nobody can really lay claim to. In the past 3 or 4 years, finding the success with the music piece, and being able to find funding for the research I'm doing, and do outreach in the community, and really help shine a light on some resources that are here at WVU. Well, having grown up in southern West Virginia, in an extraction-based economy, and I grew up in an economy that was booming, but it was on its way out. So I was really interested in, the young people's voice is not being heard. Nobody's asking them what's the future of southern West Virginia. They're going and asking people like me and older people. And I thought, what would they say? They never knew a booming coal economy like we did. They see crumbling infrastructure and they hear stories that, wow, that used to be a movie theater, or there used to be this over there, or that building used to be here. So they don't really have that point of reference. And so that's really kind of what got me started in how do we engage those younger voices in what's the future of West Virginia. So I started doing songwriting with young people. Just tell me, what would you like to be, the message you would like to hear out there in music. So that's kind of how the music piece got started for me, and it's because I love West Virginia, and I'm like, what's on the horizon for us? I really like teaching. That's my favorite part of it. I like working with students. I like seeing students have the aha moment when they get something. And I just try to instill curiosity in students. Be curious about the world around you. Ask questions. Talk to people. Go up and, if you see somebody doing something, hey, what are you doing? What is that? Yeah, you meet people, you learn stuff. It makes the world small.